Okay, so we're here in Bogota, and I'm with my friend Claudia, who's going to take me to the
Guatavita Lake.
Guatavita lagoon or lake, and it's a volcanic lake.
But you want that I speak in Spanish or in English? No, no, it's a volcano. It was a traditional or a historic lake because in that lake, that's supposed that we have the tradition to the golden. In that lake, first the tradition or the idea that we have a lot of gold, and for that reason, the European comes to do colonization.
Okay.
And for the reason that the story is that we have a god.
A god.
And he watches in the lagoon.
He watches in the lagoon.
And they put a lot of gold in the lagoon.
Ay, claro.
Okay. We are going to buy coffee to continue our travel.
We're going to get some coffee, start this day.
¿Quieres que americano?
And then start, sí, por favor.
Un americano, por favor.
Sí, grande.
Grande, ¿qué tan grande? Pasamos al clima y hablamos del clima.
Okay, so we got our coffee, and we're gonna take public transportation there.
We are going to take the bus, the public bus.
The public bus, public transportation. And how long does it take?
But no, we are going to walk 10 minutes at least.
10
but
minutes.
to arrive to Guatavita, we have at least 2 hours.
On the bus?
We are going, yes, and we are going to, I don't know how that one say, across?
Yeah, cross.
Different little towns to arrive from Guatavita.
Aye, okay, perfect.
You have to show the, el paisaje. The city?
City.
Paisaje.
Okay.
¿Cómo se dice paisaje?
No sé. No sé, no sé.
Okay.
Okay.
And now we have cool weather, but we hope that the weather is better during the day.
Sí.
Yeah.
Sí, sí. Okay. So.
For that reason, you have these bad things.
My rain jacket, yeah.
And your cap, because here the weather is so strange.
Yeah, so the weather here, especially in Bogota, changes all the time.
Yes.
Even minute to minute. So
yes.
It can be sunny and warm, and then it can be pouring rain, and it can get cold, and you can
But for that reason, we have tropical weather.
It's tropical weather, yeah. So you have to always be prepared because the weather is always changing here. So anyway, it's interesting enough. So here's something about Bogota, because I live at sea level and I'm at 7,600 feet, and there is no fetching oxygen in this city.
Yes. You have to
and
breathe really, really good because you don't have no oxygen.
And you feel it immediately. Like the second I got off the plane, I could feel this altitude. I thought it would actually be worse than what it is, but yeah. So something to take note of. And you can see we're just walking the city block, and I'm having to
You have to say
stop every few words to catch my breath because there's no oxygen.
You're walking with your camera because we are in a good neighbor, but you can do this one in every city, in every part of the city. Okay.
So what part of Bogota we're in?
We are in a good part in this moment, in good area. But if you go to the downtown, not as good that you do that.
In el centro.
Yes, en el centro no.
Chapinero.
No, Chapinero sí.
Is this Chapinero?
This is yes.
Chapinero, sí. Pero Chapinero is very big.
We have high, medium, and low Chapinero.
Yeah, so she's saying that you can't, you couldn't walk around with this camera in certain parts of the city, that you would most certainly be robbed, right? They'll come steal it.
Yes.
And the thing you have to...
Yeah, you have to show the buses.
See.
Because you go in a bus, yes.
Yeah, last night we took the public transportation, and I was mean, I'll tell you, the buses here are way nicer, way cleaner than the buses that we have in Southern
Depends
California.
on the schedule.
Depends on the schedule, depende. Sí, claro,
del
pero
horario y de la zona de
sí,
la ciudad.
sí. And the zone of the city, sí. But it was very, very clean. Cool experience, and they move very, very fast. So here I want to show you something. Claudia.
Sweet.
Está bien. So here they have, so you can see, oh, you'll see it right here. So you can see they have dedicated bicycle and running lanes in the city streets. And so you can see the cyclists coming, and they're completely protected from the cars. Like they have that lane, and it's just all for themselves. It's for nobody else. And Claudia, how long does the bike thing go? The whole city?
No, the city no. Only for the Septima. This is the 70.
Septima.
The 70. Carrera Septima.
Yes, this is Septima.
It's only for this one, for this line, for this avenue.
For this area. How long is it?
I
¿Cuántos
don't know.
kilos?
No. Kilometers. Kilos is weight.
Kilometros.
No, I don't know. I don't know that exactly information.
But people are always exercising on it. See?
Yes. And they, on Monday, no, sorry, on Sunday, they close all the avenue.
On Sunday?
Yes.
The whole street, la calle?
Yes.
En todo?
Toda, para que la gente haga ejercicio.
Okay, so she's saying on Sundays, they close this entire street so people can come exercise and walk and ride bikes. And this is called, what's the name of the street? Séptimo.
Septima, Carrera Septima.
Septima. So it's the Septima. This is like the main street in Bogota.
No, we have other streets, no, because like I told you, Bogota is really bigger.
Yeah.
And depends on the area. For example, we have the 26, Septima, 13, Caracas. They go around all the street.
Okay, got it. So, well, there you go. So we're walking up the
Look this
Septima. Septima. Oh yeah. Sí. Qué lindo. Sí.
¿Se puede o no se puede?
Sí.
Pero es una escultura, ¿no? He says that we can take photos, but it's a sculpture.
So I think he didn't want us taking pictures of him. De él.
Yes.
Sí. So the security guard doesn't like us taking pictures of him. Pero.
Buenos días.
Hola, señor. Buenas. So mostly the security guards and police here are friendly.
Yes.
Sí. Más. Sí.
Sí. I can take it.
Okay, so are we close to the bus stop?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Okay, so we're here. This is like a bus depot, right?
Like a what?
Like a bus depot.
Yes.
Muchos buses.
But not is the principal station from bus. We have three. We have the name of first terminal, the buses.
Sí.
Okay, but this is not a terminal. It's only a special neighbor that comes only buses from La Calera, Guatavita, y Pradera.
For 3 places.
Yes, only 2 places.
Outside of the city.
Yes.
Outside of the city.
They
Okay.
are other little towns.
Mhm.
Okay, not as neighbors.
Not neighbors.
Not neighbors.
Okay. I got it. So this is where you come to catch these buses to get to these outside locations.
Yes.
Outside of Bogota.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
And it's really cheaper.
And Claudia said that the bus to
$2.
is, well, 10,000 Colombian pesos.
Yes.
And the exchange rate right now is 3,900.
No.
Sí.
Ah, okay. Yes.
So it's about $2 and,
No, maybe $3.
yeah, less than $3, but maybe $2.25 or something. It's very, very cheap to travel on public transportation.
And yes, because the distance that you're going to travel is at least 2 hours. The rest is cheaper. Yes.
Okay. So there you go. So we're waiting for our bus to show up. Maybe, ¿cuántos minutos más?
5 minutes.
So we have maybe 5 more minutes for our bus to get here. But you can see the buses. And they just line up here.
But they're really small. I am thinking in you.
The buses are small.
Because here in Colombia we are small people.
Colombianos son pequeños.
Sí.
Yeah, the Colombians. Although I don't think I feel like they're taller than a lot of people in Latin America.
No.
Colombianos son altos.
No,
They're taller.
no. Brazilian are taller than Colombian. Yes. Brazilian people are taller than here.
Ah, no.
Yes.
¿En serio?
Because we have indigenous tradition. I don't know, ascendencia. We come from the indigenous people, and the indigenous population is so small. But the Brazilian comes from Portuguese.
España, Portuguese.
Yes, and for the reason they are taller than us.
So Brazilians come from Europe.
Yes.
Europa. Sí, claro.
And I suppose we receive the European people and they don't.
Okay. So she's saying she's a little worried that the bus is going to be too small for her.
I have to look for a good seat.
A good seat.
Yes.
See. Okay. Well, here we go. All right. So we're gonna keep.
Uncomfortable.
I'll be fine. I can stand up too. See?
No.
No.
¿De bus?
See?
No.
¿Por qué?
Porque es un viaje largo, a longer trip. No. Only when you're, for example, they obviously pick up people in the travel, during the travel. But only when they're going to go in a short distances, but no for all the travel.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Entiendo.
Perfect.
So there we go. Okay, so we're gonna keep waiting for our bus.
We continue.
Okay, so we're on the bus. I thought this was the version like a Colombian chicken bus.
No, we don't have chicken bus because here is not dangerous. That maybe that is story that you told me because I don't know the chicken bus because when I don't know Bolivia, Peru. What is the chicken bus?
The chicken buses. So in a lot of Latin American countries, they have these buses
No, but we don't
that
have
travel
here.
you like outside of the cities. So
No,
from
this
city
is-
to city, but they're very, 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 very dangerous.
No, can you see this kind of bus is for the
But this
common
is-
people that don't have maybe car and they need to go to the downtown that is near from Bogota.
See.
But you don't need to have car, but it's regular people.
See.
Not
This is for
dangerous.
like the common people.
Yes, common.
And it's actually a ton
And
of
for
fun.
us.
And for us too. Well, because Claudia agreed to show me this lagoon and show me around her city.
And the real
And the-
situation.
like the
not
really-
Oh, what happened?
It's recording.
Okay.
And so when she said this, she said we're going to take public transportation
Yes.
to see really how it is to live and travel in Bogota. See?
Yes,
Wow.
and like that you feel the real sensation, that you live the real Bogota.
The real Bogota.
No, because I told you that we can rent a car, but I don't want that.
No.
I want that you stay with the people, you see the people.
Yes,
Real
I love it.
situation.
And that's what I want.
Buenos días.
Hola, buenos días.
So, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien. Vengo de parte del metro, de empresa Metro, para que sepan que la estación de la 72
So,
ya no puede
Ay,
existir.
no.
La 72 ya no existe a partir de hoy. Se tienen que tomar a partir de hoy en día la 76 y las Flores.
Perfecto, muchas gracias.
Entonces, por temas de seguridad, creamos corredores seguros para todos.
Listo, muchas gracias por la información.
And welcome to go.
sí, ay, gracias. Sí.
We have one station from the Transmilenio here in the 72, but they are building a metro here in Bogota. And he said that it's going to disappear, that station, and then we have to take in the future 2 stations, 76 or Flowers, but no, this station. Because
gonna
they
be
need
gone.
to give the information to the people that they can't maybe have the expectation to have a station here.
Okay, got it. Oh,
But they that gives that kind of things to the people knows.
so they know in the
Yes,
future.
because
In
yes.
futuro.
Yes, because maybe not all of the people has access to cell phones, internet, and that kind of things. Maybe you can see that it's amazing, but here in Colombia it's different because, like I told you, not all the people have enough money to have
Yeah.
a
Cell phone. So the flyers are very important
yes,
to the people.
yes.
And that's how you share information.
And even you can see the colors are the next stations that where it's going to stop the bus.
Okay.
And according to that, you take the bus. Depends on the place that you have to go.
Okay, entiendo. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So-
And he gives you the welcome to our city.
Yeah, and the guy was very nice, and he asked me where I was from and welcomed me to Colombia, which was cool. So you can see this kind of has a chicken bus feel, but it's not. Pero no es un
You feel.
bus de pollo. But you can see the driver.
Oh no, but the problem is that you're really, really bigger for the kind of buses.
I'm too big, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so for reference, I'm 6'3", which is 101.91. See?
Yes.
Centimeters.
My sister told us she forgets.
And yeah, so I'm big. And 105 kilos, which is 230 pounds. So I'm big,
Really big.
really big.
From here, yeah.
From
Take it to
from here. Okay, so we're leaving. And man, this is awesome. I'm stoked. This is the way to travel. And you can see that. You can see that you can travel for very, very cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money,
No,
right?
we are not going to spend a lot of
We're
money.
not spending a lot of money, and it's better to be with and get the real experience of the places you're at. See?
Yes.
Es correcto.
And we can travel all day. Oh, okay, no, depends. Maybe, for example, that the part or the city that we are going to visit. Because, for example, to go to my little town, we needed to take a flight because we have at least 7 hours driving.
Oh, 7 hours to get to the town you're from.
Yes.
See? Okay. So you would have to fly.
Yes.
Colombia is a huge country. Es un país grande.
Sí, no.
Sí.
Okay, you can
Okay.
see the prices that you have to pay depends on the city that
Oh.
you, the little town that you are going to visit.
Ah, okay. So there's
Tarifa
the
mínima
price.
3,000.
So the minimum
$3,000. Less than $1.
Less than $1. It's about 75 cents just to get on this bus and travel somewhere. But you can see, ¿dónde es la lagoon?
Guatavita. Wait, give me a
Guatavita is
sec. No, I can
Guatavita.
see. Ah, okay, this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
100.
So 11,000. 11
No,
mil.
100. 11.
11 mil
11,
pesos.
11, 11,
Sí.
11 pesos.
11 mil.
11,000.
11 mil. Sí, es correcto.
Yes,
11 mil.
11,000.
So,
I told you 10,000, but no, it's only 11.
so almost $3.
Because we changed this year.
It
Every
changed.
year.
It gets more expensive.
Yes.
So that's it. So we're leaving. Here we
He
go.
goes asking for the people that wants to.
Oh, and so this guy will flag people down that want to take this bus. So that's it. All right, we're on our way. Gracias, Claudia.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, ciao.
Taking care with this one.
Okay, so we arrived.
Taking care.
We arrived in
We are in Guatavita.
Guatavita.
But today we have a bad weather.
It's raining. Well, it's not raining. It's kind of drizzling.
Okay, this is the principal
Es que
plaza,
es plaza de qué?
Guatavita.
Guatavita.
This is the leyenda. Leyenda. No, legend?
Sí.
From the
Es bonito.
golden.
Oh.
To say, for the crime to love, she was. I know I needed to use my translator. Sorry, because I don't know all the words. Give me a second.
So this town is a little bit different than what I have been seeing, because mostly everything is red brick, but everything here is white. Porque todos los edificios son blanco,
Because it's a traditional town.
traditional,
Yes.
colonial.
Yes.
So it's a traditional colonial town. Very beautiful, very peaceful here.
No, that don't want to work to translate that legend.
Está bien.
Okay, this,
Okay.
she said that she leaves the town with his daughter, with her daughter, and the people kill her, and she goes to the. Okay, she goes to the lagoon, and she dies, and
Oh.
her husband give the order. Okay, Give the order that search her.
Search
But
for her.
at 9 she goes and you can see at the lagoon.
And so that's where we're going next.
Yes, go ahead.
To the lagoon. So we have to catch another bus to the lagoon.
Yes.
It's like 20 more minutes?
Yes.
20 minutos más, ¿sí?
20 minutos.
And they have this clock tower. It's bonita.
Ahorita más tarde
Sí.
hacemos recorrido.
¿Cómo se dice the clock tower?
La torre del reloj.
Ah, a torre.
La torre.
La torre reloj.
Del reloj.
Reloj, which is like watch.
Yes.
¿Sí? ¿Es igual?
Taking care.
Taking care. Claudia, this place is beautiful.
Do you like it?
Sí. Does the sun ever come out here?
You have to take care because when it's wet,
Slippery.
really dangerous.
Muy peligroso.
Sí. Look.
It's beautiful. It's very colonial.
Yes.
Very, very colonial.
It's a traditional town here.
Tradicional.
Sí.
Sendero establecido, pero les sugiero que no camine por la orilla. Debido a la resina que cae de los árboles, se va quedando adherida al ladrillo y en los bordes se vuelve muy resbaloso. Por su seguridad, no caminen por el borde, se podrían caer muy fácil. Y las ofrendas se hacen es arriba, no acá abajo. Importante, no
You are
sustraer
offered
ningún
from
material
the
de la reserva,
gods.
ni vegetales, ni animales, ni minerales. En los miradores, cuando estemos frente a la laguna, por favor no arrojen nada, ni a nadie a la laguna. Por si al caso. Muy bien, sigamos con la
Yeah. Entiendo.
¿Entendiste?
Sí. El español es muy fácil para mí. Es perfecto. Gracias, señor. Ok. Claudia,
Okay.
es fácil.
¿Viene de dónde?
Los Estados Unidos, en California. Soy americano.
Ok, muy bien. ¿Y qué tal con el castellano o español? ¿Fácil?
Sí, más o menos.
Más o menos.
Sí, pero estoy practicando mucho, ¿sí?
Sí.
Sí. Me gusta español mucho. Sí.
¿Pero lo habla o lo
Sí,
escribe
sí, sí.
también? Es el grupo de las 12:40 que ya está viendo la laguna.
Ah, puerta, pues.
Vean, llegó el de las 12:40 y salió el sol. De los culpables son los del grupo de las 12.
Okay, so it was
Llegaron arriba.
pouring rain. I couldn't
Breathe
have
with
my,
your mouth, with your nose.
I couldn't have my camera out. The rain's died down a little bit, but I think this is the final approach up to the lagoon. And
¿Cuántos metros vamos a subir?
again, the altitude
We are going to go to
is real.
250 meters taller than we are in Bogota. For the
We're gonna
reason we
be-
need to breathe so good.
It's going to be 250 meters higher than Bogota.
Taller than Bogota, yes.
See, Bogota is 7,600
No,
feet,
2,000. Ah, okay.
and so 250 meters
De los pies.
is another 750 feet. So
Aquí hay zorros entonces.
we're going to be up over 8,000 feet.
¡Ay, qué lindo! Del zapote.
Oof.
Me encantan.
And
Yo los he visto, los dorados, los dos
Yeah.
los he visto.
this
Sí.
is
Y toda la parte del abdomen.
really
Es blanca. Sí.
Aquí abajo se ha ahogado.
Respiren, respiren que vamos a subir 250 metros.
Eso, la clave es la respiración. Ese es todo el secreto.
Your breathe.
see.
Pretty with your nose.
Ay, ya me cansé. Eso está bueno, eso está bueno.
Así. Suri.
Ahí va pasando el frío. Un poquito.
Pues frío no llevaba, pero bueno.
Porque tenemos un hambre. Es hora de almuerzo.
Es lo que todos vienen así.
Y hoy día no trae ningún dulcecito, ¿no?
No, no se puede.
Perfect, sweetie.
Ay,
Oh, shit.
Muy bien, por aquí vamos a hacer un descansito.
Como más que coca. Tal vez no. The first stop.
Okay, so we've made it to the lagoon, and we are at 3,100 meters, which is over 900 feet, and I live at sea level, so 2 days later, I'm up here at over 9,000 feet, and I tried to take video hiking up, but to be honest, I just couldn't breathe. And you can see these rocks are very, very slippery, and this isn't even the steep part, but I couldn't talk and record at the same time because I just couldn't breathe. And so it wasn't worth the video, but we are up here. This lagoon is it's volcanic, and you can see this lagoon. So it's a volcanic lake, and it's actually filled subterranean. So all the fauna that you see, they take the water, put it into the roots, and then it seeps into the lagoon subterranean, so through the earth underneath. This is not from the rain. And there was a time where this was all underwater, but you can see right over here there's a V. You see those people down there, just past them. They cut a giant V into this to drain it, and I'm not sure why. I think they explained it, but my Spanish isn't good enough, but Claudia will hopefully explain it later. But this is incredible, and you know, if you're ever near Bogota, you have to get up here and do this. It's cold, it's fetching pissing rain, and it's just been a great adventure. And so yeah, here we are. Increíble. It's incredible. It's beautiful. And the views, you can see the mountains are so much higher than even where we are. Colombia is so mountainous. So mountainous. It's incredible. And man, wow is all I can say.
¿Se enferma con qué?
Perdón. Perdón. Lo siento. Okay, so we're going, Claudia, abajo,
What?
o otra vista.
Yes, it's different. We are going to see another station.
Another station.
You have to take care with the rod because it's so.
Yeah, this stuff is so slippery.
Yes.
Yes.
But if you can see, the water is changing the color because the sun maybe.
So the water's changing color. Oh yeah.
Because I need to learn how to serve our water that I don't know.
Yeah.
But the color is for the plants that the lagoon have. Yeah.
The colors for the plants that.
Yes, I don't remember the name.
Okay.
Algas.
Right.
It's the thing that you find in the sea.
Oh, the algae.
Algae, okay. And when the algae receives the sun, they change the color. For the reason the color from lagoon always change. When it's raining a lot, you even can see really dark.
Okay, so the lagoon has a lot of algae in it.
Yes.
And so when the sun hits the lagoon,
And no one
the
knows
color
the
changes.
profundity, I don't know.
And no one knows what?
How does one say profundidad?
No.
The deep.
Deep. Oh, they don't know how deep the lagoon is.
Don't touch, don't look.
¿Por qué?
Because it's so dark at the end. Even
So there's no light at the bottom.
didn't
The depth finders can't
It's
figure
like
out how deep the
find-
lagoon
they
is,
don't
yeah.
know.
So they have no idea how deep it is.
Yes.
Pero es un volcán.
No es un volcán.
No,
Water comes from the under.
la
or-
subterránea.
Yes, subterráneo.
Subterránea.
Yes. Brrr.
So I was wrong. It's not a volcano.
No, it's a volcán. This is the part where you can see it perfectly.
Okay.
And that was the part that they do the explosion. To
Okay.
take all the, look, to
So
take
here's the
all
lagoon.
to take all the water. The water comes to the top in
Yes.
the past. In this moment here, we are going to be underwater. But they doing this one because they take, if they can, I don't know how to explain you, to take all the water,
See,
to take all the,
to lower the water.
to all the golden.
Yeah, to create the lake with
But
the
they
dam.
can, ay, look at the rainbow, the rainbow!
There's a rainbow. Qué bonito. So yeah, you can see the V where they dug out the side of the mountain basically, and then they drained this. And then the town below it, they dammed, and they have a giant lake down there. And so here's a rainbow. So it's crazy, it's been pouring rain the entire time, and now it's not raining and the sun's out, and it just gets warm immediately. It's so crazy.
¡Qué lindo!
Yeah, this is amazing.
Oh, espectacular.
Qué hermosura. Mira dónde nace.
Y es que es como cortito, mira.
Qué bonito.
Hermoso.
Hermoso, sí. Muy. Es increíble. So there, I don't know how we're getting down. Did we go down the same way?
No, we have to continue.
We go another way, all the way.
Yes, we are going to continue to finish or travel. We need to come back. Go. Breathe.
I'm fine when I'm not moving. The problem is when you're hiking up.
Yes.
You really, really feel the altitude. Holy smokes.
And even here are a little less higher than Monserrate. Monserrate is 3,300. And we are here in 3,100, yes.
Sí, okay.
Y aquí 3,100.
So yeah, I think on Monday we're going to see Monserrate.
Yes.
So it's higher.
Okay, we have to continue.
Okay, continuar.
Go ahead.
Vamos.
Do you want to take other picture?
Recordar. Okay, so what a day. Claudia, thank you for showing me the lagoon de
El cacique de Guatavita.
Guatavita.
Okay, he explained that Guatavita was a title, okay? Not is the name from the lagoon. He explained a lot of things. And I feel that I learned a lot of things today because the name from the lagoon that the Muiscas give the name is Tumaco is the real name from the lake. It's a typical, the tradition name.
Yeah.
And
The
Guatavita,
indigenous name.
yes, and Guatavita was a title that gives you to the cacique. Like for example, the governor from Bogota.
Right. And so yeah, so this region is very indigenous.
Yes, it's only indigenous.
It's only indigenous people. This is the region of that indigenous people.
Yes.
Pero there's many indigenous groups or tribes in Colombia.
We have at
Like
least 25.
25. So in Colombia they have 25 indigenous.
And we have nowadays 16
16.
with
Okay.
protection from the government.
With protection for the government. Okay, so like it's the same in the United States. We have like areas that are protected for indigenous Native Americans and the government protects them. So it's kind of the same thing here. So this area is an indigenous protected area by the Colombian government. And so
And even the lagoon, because the lagoon was really exploded from the Europeans, and they take a lot of
yeah, emeralds and gold.
and
yeah.
even they created a perforation in the mountain because they believe if they do that, they're going to put down the level from the water, and they can take all the golden that
Right.
the lagoon
That's at the
has.
bottom of the lagoon.
Yes.
But they don't even know how deep the lagoon is, so they could never drain enough water to get to the
But
bottom.
because the water from the lagoon comes from it's subterranean.
Yeah, subterranean.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was explaining that the lagoon isn't filled by the rain, it's filled by the water absorbed by the plants. So the plants absorb the water
What is the name from the plants?
and it goes down through their roots into the ground, and then the ground fills the lagoon.
Frailejones.
No, I don't know what that means.
The
Frijoles.
plant, no, frailejones is the plant that absorbs
Oh,
the
yeah.
water. Yes, you
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
Because
We got
here
some
in
pictures.
Colombia, no, in Colombia we have 115 different kind of frailejones,
Mhm.
and we in the all the planet we have the 60%
60% of those types of
the
plants.
types of plants. Yes,
So yeah, so this is a very unique region.
yes,
And the region, it's like in the United States, it would almost be like a national park
yes.
or an area that's preserved by the government, protected by the government, because the Europeans were coming in and they were exploiting the land for gold and other natural resources.
But
So-
they even don't use, okay, but you have to say that this region don't was privileges for the golden, because the things that they really have was salt.
Uh-huh.
They produce a lot of salt.
Okay.
And in that seasons the salt was really appreciated, and they changed the salt for golden. They don't have golden here,
So they
and they changed for
traded.
golden and cotton.
Uh-huh.
And for the reason they are really privileged for
Okay.
that kind of things. But the European people believes that here we have golden, but no, this is not a region with golden, only with salt.
Ah.
Okay.
So they would trade salt for gold and cotton.
and cotton, yes.
But people thought the gold came from here.
Yes, but
then
no.
they-
Even we have, I don't know, minas.
No.
Wait, this is the problem, that I always have to search some words because I forget it or maybe don't know.
Oh, it's not a problem. But anyway,
Means, gold means.
means. Oh, gold mines.
Okay.
Sí, mines. En español es minas.
Minas.
Sí, but yeah, gold mines. But there are no gold mines here. Okay.
We have 3 mines from to produce, no, to take salt.
Salt
Yes.
mines, yeah.
Salt mines.
And the other main, I don't know what you would call it, natural resource of Colombia is esmeraldas.
Yes and
They're
no.
supposed to be the best emeralds in the whole world. in
Okay.
Colombia.
Yes.
So we go on the hike, and it was freezing cold.
Yes, because it was raining.
It was like pissing rain. I couldn't believe how
But
hard it
when
was
we
raining.
finish,
And and I tried to take video. The problem was though that I have a case that wraps around my camera that it has an extra mic on it to capture better audio, and I'm not sure that that's waterproof. And then the lens gets wet, and so it wasn't going to create good video. But then also, hiking that trail at 3,000 meters, 9,000 feet was difficult to talk and then also hike. And so, you're okay. And so, anyway, Claudia's water is here. And so, yeah, it was very cold up there. The altitude for me was difficult. Not difficult, but it was difficult for me to talk like this and narrate and be able to kind of show what was going on up there. But anyway, it was beautiful up there.
and we see a rainbow.
We saw, at the very end, there was a rainbow that just
That is-
stretched across the entire lagoon. It was very, like, a gift kind of. It was beautiful. Like, the universe tells you that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. You're in the right place. And to me, that's like, you get to the very top of that thing and the sun kind of comes out and this rainbow stretches across the lagoon. It's like, I'm exactly in the right place, exactly where I'm supposed to be. And it was just incredible. Yeah.
Message from the universe, okay.
A message from the universe. Okay.
Correspondence?
Obvio. Obvio.
No, I have another word, but let me show you. No, let me.
And Claudia has been the best.
Law of correspondence.
The what? The law of correspondence. Law of correspondence. Sí, es igual. Yeah. Yeah, like the universe is talking to you.
Yes,
It's the law
obviously.
of correspondence. I like that actually better. Obvio. Man. And so one thing for me is that the cold is really difficult. So I used to,
The altitude, because
the altitude,
you're really
yeah.
high, you don't have enough oxygen.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days ago, I live at the beach. I actually live 100 feet below sea level, and then 2 days later, I'm at 9,000 feet, and fetch, man. I felt it, but I'm also pretty sensitive to the cold, and I used to do adventure racing, and I ended up one time getting severe hypothermia, and I had to be rescued off the mountain and brought down to a clinic and put in a warming bed and everything. But ever since then, I have found that I'm more sensitive to the cold, and maybe someone who's watching this knows more about this because I've researched it, and I basically came to the conclusion that it's just psychological. But I don't know, it definitely feels like a real physiological thing for me. So if someone out there knows anything about this, let me know. And if I'm just being a bitch, then just tell me I'm being a bitch, because that's entirely possible. But yeah, I was so cold at one point I could hardly feel my hands. I mean, my pants were soaked, my socks are soaked, my shoes are soaked, my feet are freezing cold, my feet are still freezing cold. But what a great experience. Yeah, it was perfect. I love the extra challenges.
It's another activity that maybe the people don't think that you can do when you visit Colombia, and you're welcome.
Yeah, and this is what's great. And I'm not saying don't do the tourist, go do the tourist things like Monserrate and all the things that you would do in Colombia, Candelaria, go see that stuff. But I think it's, for me, what's more exciting is getting out into the real Colombia, like where I don't know, like you're meeting with the real people, and you're outside of the tourist area, and there's no gringos out here. There's not a lot of tourists. It's like nobody speaks English. You know, you're trying to get by. Well, you know, I had Claudia, who obviously was helping a ton. But yeah, for me, that's the excitement of traveling.
I think one guy, I love it when the people try to help you, because I don't know a lot of words. And this guy to help you, that he talks with you, until that he is starting to be a tourist guide.
Yeah, and there was so we had our tourist guide, and he's the local, I mean, he's indigenous around here. The other guide, he didn't look like he was indigenous. He looked like regular Colombiano.
Yes.
But there was a guy studying with the tour guide, and he was like trailing him and learning it, and he was also super helpful too.
And you learn new words. Kucha, guaricha, patan.
Kucha is a slang word for
Older woman.
It's a slang word for a woman's. You know what I'm talking about. But in the indigenous language, it's a word for
older woman.
Like having another woman or another woman. Yeah, and so he kept saying that, and I kept looking at Claudia and laughing, but I didn't know that he was saying that he was using it in a different way. So I thought that was funny. But anyway, yeah, what an amazing time. This is my favorite thing of traveling, is getting off the beaten path, doing things that nobody really does. Challenging yourself. The language is challenging, the terrain is challenging, the weather is challenging, and for me that creates the best memories, and I just can't encourage people enough to get out and travel in that way. Yeah, what do you think, Claudia?
I think that that is the reason for the things that you have to do in the life, travel, because at the end of the day and at the end of the life, you only have the things that you perceive with your sense. Notice the things that you have. It's the things that you perceive from the world.
Your memories.
Yes. It's the things that you eat, that you smell, that you feel. It's only that you perceive all your sense.
Through
For
your
the reason you
senses.
have to travel a lot.
Yes.
And to know the culture, the things that the people lives, and why a specific country have a tradition.
Right.
For the reason that you have to travel.
Yeah.
Because you have maybe to live other experience. I like it a lot, travel, for that reason.
Yeah.
And even in your own travel, not is necessary that you go to visit other countries. If you have the possibility, it's good. But if you can, you have to go to visit your own country.
Yeah, and it just broadens your horizon, of course, right? And gives you, for me, it just gives me such a different reference point for the things that people complain about, or especially because I live in the States, and you know, kind of everybody complains about everything, and then you come to places like Colombia and you see how these people live and what they have, and how friendly they are and how grateful they are, and they.
Another perspective, because I always say that the people outside always think that Colombia is only drugs, sex, guns, and other kind of things. And no, we have a magic country here.
Yes, and they're very proud of their country and their culture.
Yes.
Very, very proud
When
of
you
their
live
country and
here
their
and
culture.
when you come to visit, yes, it's really different.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, that was a freaking killer time, and it didn't cost that much. So the bus ride here cost us about $4 a person, so $8. How much was the tour in pesos?
In pesos, 20,000 for everyone in the mobility, the public transportation to the lagoon, and we paid there other 45.
Oh, it was 40,000. Okay.
40,000, yes.
So we got here for about $4.
20 for each one.
So yeah, so per person it was about $4, and then the tour was about $5 for the tour, but it included the drive up there, it included the tour guide, it included those trash bag ponchos that we had.
No. I
Oh,
buy
did
it.
you buy those?
Yes.
How much were those?
$1.
One in pesos. 4,000?
3,000.
Oh, 3,000 pesos. So less than $1 for the jackets.
Other rainbow.
Yeah, so we are in this trip for, it'll be another $4 to get home, so $8 plus
Looks-
5, 13, 14. I don't know, for under $14, $15, you could have this entire experience. And it's the entire day.
Yes.
And it's you know, you can bring food. Claudia brought arepas and empanadas, and like it's easy. And anyway, my point is it's not as expensive as you think to travel and get out and do these things, especially, well, anywhere in Central and South America. It's much cheaper than you think. And a tour like this in the States costs you hundreds of dollars probably, right? And it's, you know, it's amazing. $15 for an incredible experience. Yeah.
Excellent.
Excelente. So,
And with another rainbow.
and we have another rainbow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course, now the sun's out because we're done hiking. But anyway, yeah. So there you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.